control. Breach in 5, 4, 3.
What's up, guys? I'm Uncle Freedom coming to you on a glorious and well-deserved day off. And today I'm going to talk to you about some kit, more specifically, one of my favorite pieces of kit. I've been rocking one of these for 4 or 5 years at this point. I actually have 2 of them, and I find them indispensable for a lot of things. So for me, I'm a dad. I go to places like the Henry Dorley Zoo in Omaha with like tiny little munchkins that are running around, and they have all kinds of things that end up in your possession at some point during the day. And I also hunt, I hike, I do all kinds of stuff. But one of my favorite pieces of gear that I've ever owned in my entire life is this guy, and it is the Hill People Gear chest kit bag. Now, for those of you that have never heard of Hill People Gear, they are amazing. These are all USA made, USA sewn, USA components. They are awesome. This is the original kit bag design, so the larger of the kit bags in their elk brown colorway. I really like these. They stand behind their stuff. They have a great warranty. You see I got a molly field on the bottom for mounting something like a tourniquet. I keep one of these guys on here, a black diamond at the bottom. It's good for hanging stuff my kids have. But this thing is set up, I have 3 pockets in this deal. And the reason I love it is so when you wear this on your chest, it actually sits very comfortably. It sits about right here on my chest. And I have access to everything here. I can unzip it. It's set up so that even if I unzip it completely, it just folds open. So let's look at what I keep in this guy. So in my very front pouch of this guy, like I said, great made stuff like Cordura nylon, YKK zippers, great zipper pulls. But in the front of this, I have 2 key hangers and 2 slash pockets on the inside, plus some room just in the front. Like you can really pack these things out. So I keep hanging off of the key keeper on this side. I keep a Spuds lens cleaner here for sunglasses, optics. I wear this when I hunt. I wear this when I scout. I wear this at the zoo, everywhere. This thing is awesome. It's just a great way. It puts the kit that I need immediate access to on my chest. I've worn this doing ag work. It's just awesome. So there's that, and then I don't really keep anything else kind of hanging. I also don't keep the other key keeper, but in the front pocket on this side, I keep some Propel because that's important, kids and stuff. And I keep like a bug dope pouch right here. And then down in the front of this guy, I have a Leatherman Wingman. So just a standard little multi-tool for if I need it. It's just clipped in there. And then in the other slash pocket, I keep some essentials that I may need. A lighter, duct tape around a card, some O'Keeffe's lip balm because, keeping it silky smooth. And then I keep a pair of Klein electrician shears. If you know, you know. If not, these are awesome. I use these for all kinds of stuff. You can carry them on airplanes. They are very effective if they needed to be, but they're an awesome, super durable, USA made piece of equipment. You can get them at Lowe's, anywhere. They're about $20. But that's what rides around in the front pocket. Just stuff that I may find myself needing: duct tape, a lighter, lip balm, and that zips up. So you go to the main compartment of this guy, and I'll actually zip it all the way down to show you what I'm talking about. So even zipped all the way down, this is how this sits. Now I do have a couple of things in here. First, just sitting in here is a Right in the Rain notebook. But the way this is set up is I have a laser cut molly wall that's made out of Nylex, which is like the loop part of Velcro. And they have these additional pouches. So this is the small bucket pouch. And then I think this is the 5x7 organizer. And then I have 2 pouches in the front with tie down points in here as well. So in the bottom of this guy, I have 2 glow sticks, signaling mainly if something was going on. Actually have tickets from a carnival I was at because, I was wearing this then. So I keep a small pry bar bottle opener in here in titanium. This is made by Pocket Toolworks. And I keep a set of EPS Defenders, the Surefire Passive Ear Pro. I keep those in here just because I always like to have them. And like I said, I carry this hunting, so it's nice. In the other pocket over here, I keep a one-hand trekker. So this guy is Victorinox, so I've got a larger one-hand opening blade that locks. But this guy actually gives me a much larger saw flathead Phillips head screwdriver, can opener, bottle lifter. I get my tweezers and stuff on here, but it also gives me Phillips head screwdriver on the back and the all important all. This is one of the Evo grip deals, but I love it. The lock on here, the liner lock is right there. I push the button in, but I love this thing. I've had these for, I think this is the Ranger 68, if I'm not mistaken. So then these two pouches here. So these guys actually Velcro into the back. And in this first bucket pouch, I've seen guys keep camera lenses, rangefinders. I've done all that, but typically I will keep my Garmin. So this is my Garmin eTrex 22. Keep that guy in here. This is all made out of a kind of a stretchy material, and it's got a zipper in the back of it. So I could rip this out, leave it in, leave it out. But in one of the pockets, I keep some Bullfrog quick sticks. So just sunscreen in case I find myself out and I'm getting blistered. In this front pocket here, I keep goodies powders because if you know, you know, they're awesome. And then I keep a signal mirror just in case I should need it. A Skillcraft pen to write in the notebook. And then I keep a Streamlight Micro Stream small flashlight in here. This isn't the USB. This is the original. I've had this one probably close to 12 or 13 years. Single AAA, but the clip on it actually lets me clip it to the hat. So this function as a headlamp in addition to being a handheld flashlight. And then I have a large half-inch thick, 5-inch long ferro rod with Gorilla Tape around the handle. Auxiliary fire starter plus the ability to do other things. And then in here, typically I need to put them back in here. I keep AA and AAA batteries. I'm actually out from the last time we were out, so I need to fix that. But I keep those in there because my Garmin takes AA batteries and my flashlight takes AAA batteries. But this is nowhere near packed out for going on little excursions. But where this thing really, really shines. So hunting, if I'm running hunting, I've usually got on a larger pack with a waist belt on it, and I'm out doing backpack hunts because I live out in the prairie. And that presents a problem for keeping my handgun readily accessible because I actually can't get to it because I've got a hip belt for a rifle there or for a backpack there. Also, if I'm somewhere like the zoo or somewhere that's more highly populated, that if something were to go very, very wrong, I would want to have a larger handgun on me, giving me the ability to deal with that situation. So there's a third pocket on this guy in the back, and you can actually set this up so you can just rip it open. There's a Velcro loop field in here for you to Velcro in like a holster. But for an example, I can stick my hand in here and come out just like that. Takes some practice to get used to, but you can fit a full, Glock 17, Glock 34 in here with a light. This is my Gen 4 Glock 19 with TLR 1 on here. Fantastic handgun. I have the large back strap on here. I really, really like this handgun, but this is a larger handgun with a better capacity because typically I will carry this with like a +5 on it. So it would actually have a 20 round mag in it. I do not carry this with one in the chamber unless it's in a holster that's mounted in there. There's also a tie down point in the bottom if you just had one of those trigger guards that you could pull it out and pop the trigger guard off of. But that would give me the capability, if I was running something like my Glock 48, to have a larger, more capable, more capacity handgun and be able to actually use it. So I will typically run that in there. It's fantastic for having on those hikes or when you're out with your kids or something, or if I'm just hiking with my kids. It's a spare weapon system. It's a larger weapon system to deal with bigger problems, but it's also a solution to have a handgun ready if you're in mountain lion country and you're out hunting for deer, and instead of being able to get to your belt down here, you just get to your chest up there. So the way this thing ships to you, it ships just like this, and then it comes with its harness. The harness is incredibly well made, like Type 13 webbing, elastic keepers to get rid of the slack, vented mesh back on here. You just pops over your shoulders there, and then you buckle yourself in here on the side. The way this thing is actually designed, though, they're super smart about this. When you order it, you get the lifting straps. So you get this guy here, and this will actually correspond to lifting straps that are up on your pack frame. So you can actually lift this up into here to make the weight right around you instead of this pulling down or getting driven down by your backpack. All of the hardware on here is Fastex. These are actual USA-made Grimlocks for this. All the webbing is super well done. All of the stitching is impeccable. The elastic for the keepers is high end. Everything on this guy is built to last, and it's American made. It's awesome stuff. So if we look at my other one that I have that I run pretty frequently, this guy is actually opened up right or empty right now because I haven't been carrying it. But I also have this guy. So this is the exact same footprint as that bag, but this is known as the search and rescue. The only differences between this bag and the one I just showed you is this has a loop filled in the front for an identifier patch and then 2 rows of MOLLE. Now, the reason this was designed this way, you can see I have a Mora in the bottom of this guy. The reason this was designed this way is for search and rescue, it was able to put a radio pouch right here so that you had your radio on your chest in front of you. Other than that, it's identical. I'll show you what the inside of this guy actually looks like when you don't have any of the pouches. So that's what we're looking at. Just a Velcro wall in the back. I can also MOLLE things into here. But other than that, this is an identical platform. These are not cheap, guys. This is USA made stuff from a USA company that's a die-hard Second Amendment advocate. And they make great quality stuff and they stand behind it. These are going to set you back close to $150 to get your hands on one. But I will tell you, I've had this one for, I think, 5 or 6 years. This one for 4 years. The Elk Brown has spent a lot more time on my chest than the Manatee Gray has. Never been disappointed in it. I've always loved it. It's always been comfortable. It's never let me down. And if it gets super filthy, I just empty it out, throw it in the washing machine, and it comes out great. Just pull your harness off before you wash it. But I highly recommend them, man. If you haven't checked them out, that is Hill People Gear, not a sponsor, not an affiliate. Other than the fact that they've taken my money several times to get my hands on this stuff, they have no idea who I am. And I'll still tell you, it's probably one of the best pieces of kit. You see the back here's got kind of this. This is foam. This doesn't really function as an air channel. I will tell you, you will sweat with this on. But it's an awesome piece of equipment. And I will tell you, I can't envision my life as a hunter, a hiker, or dad, really, before I had that. Because I can now not carry the backpack if we're going somewhere where there's a lot of walking around, and I can just have the capability to have a bigger firearm. I can store extra mags. You can fit AR mags in here. Food for thought. Gray man. Nobody's ever given me a second look wearing one of these, other than I've been stopped by other dads who are like, that's really cool. Where'd you get that? That's awesome. I love the way that looks because it's super unassuming. This is no different than you carrying a Mystery Ranch, backpack, a coolie backpack to work or something. This just doesn't stand out. They do sell them in multicam, which would stand out. But I'm telling you right now, they're well worth it. Go check them out. hillpeoplegear.com. Awesome stuff. This is the chest kit bag. They also have very small ones. They have the runner's bag, which is thinner in profile, made to carry a subcompact. Think 43X or 43, or a revolver for those guys running that just want to carry a firearm on me. Great for you guys that are trail runners that are out in the woods. Something to look at. Keeps the gun up off your body. Very comfortable to run with, very comfortable to be in, but I highly recommend them. And I love them very much. USA made company making USA made stuff. So guys, take care of yourself. Take care of each other. I'm Uncle Freedom. Please like and subscribe. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you later.